Hello and welcome to the Dwarf Fortress Wiki. I am Twisted Logic. In this episode we're going to be looking at magma mist and if it's viable for fortress defense or not. The way we're going to be creating it is repeatable. So we could create a cave-in, so we could hollow out a section of stone that's above a pool of magma and detach that, and it'll drop into the magma pool, creating a splash and magma mist. But that's not too repeatable for fortress defense. It would be better. You'd be better off dropping the stone directly on the invaders in that case. In the other episode, when we were throwing our refuse off of a ledge into a pit of magma, it was creating some magma mist, and you could use that if you had them dropping the items from a few Z levels up and they were walking through a path next to the magma. That might work a little bit, but it might not. That's not what I looked at. I looked at a few different magma mist generators. A few that I designed myself. One that's in this wiki article, which is right here. And then another one that I found on a Reddit post. And they had a map available for download, so I downloaded it and checked it out a little bit. That one looks pretty cool, except it's a little laggy. But we'll get into that shortly. If you enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments. And subscribe for more videos. What magma mist can do is it can produce minor melting, moderate melting, and it can be potentially fatal with heavy bleeding. And I actually killed a large part of my population in these tests by accident. Somebody dropped a glove, and then that led to about 30 dwarves being killed. This design right here, I also built. That goes into that requires the checkpoint, using the checkpoint bug, the checkpoint effect bug for minecarts. And basically what that is it's a half checkpoint, or I'm not sure if it's a half checkpoint in this case, but this ramp right here, without this ramp right here and this floor tile, the checkpoint effect isn't activated and you won't get any magma mist. If you just have the minecart going through a loop over top of the magma tile right here, then you're not going to get the magma mist without this ramp, and that creates the checkpoint effect. And I'm going to bring your attention to another article now. This is the Bay 12 forums, a post from 2014 by Larix, the Baywatcher. He created this minecart education thread, 10 lessons. It's complete. If you go down to lesson 8 here, the checkpoint bug, you can learn about that. The link for this will be also in the description of the video. The checkpoint bug, in a nutshell, is almost like each one of the minecart is in one superposition between two tiles. Lesson 8 here starts talking about the checkpoint bug. It's almost like minecart. It's very interesting. It's getting into some dark magic, and the link for this will be in the description of the video. So we're over in Dwarf Fortress now, and this is a screenshot from the Dwarf Fortress wiki here, and this is the same schematic created. We have a door here instead of a track, so we put a door there. We're going to feed the minecart from above in this case. Then we have a turn. We have a northeast track ramp right here. West ramp. Straight track, north-south. Northeast track ramp again as another accelerator. Then it comes around the bend. We have a floor tile. Empty space, another floor tile, a channel with magma in it, and then a southeast track accelerator. Without this southeast track accelerator, it'll go around, I think, once and then get stuck right there. Without this west ramp, end floor tile here, then no magma mist is going to be generated because this creates the checkpoint effect. Let's go ahead and turn it on. So I'm going to go up to the next level, press H. I'm going to find this stop right here, which I created, and just add a vehicle to it. So once the dwarves add the vehicle to that, the condition is to push north always. And so they're going to push it north from this tile. It's going to fall down because there's open space, land on this impulse ramp, and then start going around. Now, if this is viable or not for fortress defense, then you can build a few of these and maybe make a tunnel here. Now, I tried building floor bars on top of this, as well as floor grates, and the magma mist doesn't come through. So there needs to be some kind of open space above it if you want the invaders to walk through the magma mist. So maybe they would walk, in this case, north-south, and you'd have one here, and then maybe a second one on this side, and then you'd have a few of them. Maybe another one down here. Something like this, where they would walk down the center line here. So English here was so kind as to bring us a minecart, and he's going to put it right on the hauling stop and then push it north. Somebody else is going to come and push it north. Oh, he's coming back. He didn't let us down. Now here it goes around. It's going around and around, and it's starting to create magma mist. This flashing yellow here, magma mist. Now it's starting to come up and out. So this is no longer just open space. Now it's open space filled with magma mist. And now it's starting to come over the floor. Now this isn't going to fill up the entire room, but it's gonna get pretty decent. What I like about this design is that it's compact and it produces a decent amount of magma mist. However, what I don't like about it is that I can't turn it off with a lever. I would have to put hatches in here and then maybe hook those hatches up to a lever so I can, or maybe a retract bridge, just so that way I can make it safe for my dwarves to pass over. And now this one will go for a while. It's pretty stable. The other design over to the left here, I had created with similar principles. The invading army is going to come in, they're going to hit these pressure plates, and that is going to close these bridges here and this bridge here, open these floodgates for the flood trap, but also activate the magma mist underneath. And I'll link the other video to the Newton's Cradle switch that I used for this, for that particular trap. Now right here is the manual control, and I'm going to pull this lever. This minecart is going to go through this accelerator. It's going to be turned north and start skipping across this magma. If you don't have a floor tile here, there it goes now. If you don't have a floor tile there, then it's not going to skip. The floor tile kind of creates the effect. If I go to the top level here, now it's producing a decent amount over a larger area. But what I like about this design is that you can turn it on and off with a switch. What I don't like about the design is that it's not very stable. Is this the same minecart? I believe so. So we're going to forbid that one. H, and then find that stop in the list. Here it is. Yeah, and then add another vehicle. So when the icon is red, the vehicle icon is red, it's off the track. When the vehicle, but it hasn't been brought there yet. When the vehicle icon is yellow, it's between the stops. In most of these, I only have one stop, but I could, if I put a second stop over here and it was transiting between the stops, then the icon's going to be yellow. And when the vehicle icon is green, it is at the stop. So in this case, I'm going to press V and then just assign a new minecart. I'm going to assign it actually back over to here. I'm going to assign a minecart that's already empty. Some of them are full. Okay, so they're going to bring along the second minecart and give it a shove, and we'll see. Now, sometimes it fails right away like that. It looks like it went around like 2 or 3 times, and then it lost its momentum and fell. It might actually be because of this right here. Build, construct wall. So the accelerator tracks need to have a wall next to them. These doors might be messing with it. I added this access for the construction, but it might be those doors. But now I have another one down here as well. This is a kind of a tighter design. This one has 3 spaces instead of 2, and we'll pull the manual control for this one. Now above this, all of these slabs here are from deaths from creating this in the testing. Somebody had dropped a glove somewhere over here, and I wasn't paying attention. They went to recover the glove, died. More people come in to recover the body. They died. It was a mess for a little bit. But we took care of most of the ghosts from it. Now this one here, I originally created it to come up and over like that, but I had to extend the top and bottom loop here to give it some extra speed. Okay, this one's going now. Let me just we'll take a look at this one again. Yeah, it looks like it's losing speed somewhere after it comes around the loop the second time, so maybe it's these doors. We'll find out. Because the doors are new, so I'm gonna get rid of all these doors. X. That one can stay, actually. Just the doors next to the ramp. Those doors can stay. So those doors are going to be removed and then replaced with walls, and then we'll take a look at that system again. This system here, we'll take a look at now. Let's see, the top one up here, this one's still going. So this one is pretty stable, but again, I don't like the fact that you can't just turn it off at will. You know, I could save the game and go back into the game and this will still be going around. That's fine, but in the interest of FPS, which the Fortress FPS right now is a little low, but that's not because of this cart going around. There's other factors going on right now. He's gonna push it right now. There's a lot of construction going on the surface right now. We're creating a vomitorium. So this one's going around pretty nicely. It doesn't make, if I just pause it right here, it makes magma mist here, here, and a few tiles on this side as well. every once in a while, but it doesn't, it eludes me because not every space it skips. It skipped again here, so it doesn't skip in every gap of magma, but it does come up here pretty nicely. And this design here is a little bit more stable than the other one, and that's possibly because of the doors involved on the other. On this design here, I made door access to create these walls inside to kind of contain the magma mist a little bit more. And so the idea would be that you would trap the invasion in this room, and they would be exposed to this magma mist as it comes up through the gaps in the floor. But again, the grates here, these are floor grates, and then I also made, if I go to B, floor bars, Alt B, so you press Alt B for floor bars, and I put them over the open space, and they also blocked the magma mist from coming up. There's a decent amount of it generated. This one isn't the most stable. I mean, it has failed a couple times. There is a cart already in the magma here. So I don't know if that's viable or not. I'm not really sure. It seems to be a decent pain to create this, but at the same time I was doing experimentation. So I would imagine it, and then it would take, you know, some time to build it. Maybe an hour or two goes by, and then, okay, maybe it's going to need a second impulse ramp, because in this original design I only had the one impulse ramp here. And then this right here, this is a western upward track, as well as this one and this one, and then on this side these are eastern upward tracks, so it's going to the east. The ramps need to have a wall connected to them, but they also need either another track or a floor connected to them. If they don't have a floor or track and a wall connected to a ramp, the ramp does nothing. Doesn't actually count that it was there. The western and eastern tracks here that I added on the inside here were to see if I could kind of take advantage of the checkpoint effect on this design, which it seems like it's producing exactly the same amount of magma mist as it was before I added those. So like, I think this tile could go, the western ramp here could go, and that could be a floor. What's interesting is that it doesn't create magma up here in this gap, but it must be the way that it's bouncing. So there is another design that we're going to look at as well. This one's going to be pushed. Let me pull this lever here, and we'll replace these doors with walls. This one's still going around. This one's pretty stable. The magma mist it generates, it comes up and out, and then it recedes a little bit, and then it comes up and out again. This hallway right here is the new trap hallway. This comes up to the surface. The invasion's going to come in down this hallway, and any one of these 4 pressure plates is going to activate the Newton's cradle switch, which is going to close off this bridge, close off this bridge and close off this bridge and also open these floodgates. Once everything's complete here, then I will open up the channel to the brook up top, and this will, on the left here, will all be flooded, and the drainage is over here on the right. It's going to drain right off the map. But we'll come back to this once it's completed, where the doors are removed and replaced with walls. So I'm over here on Reddit. This is a post from NateMiddelMan 4 years ago. This is an archived thread. After much trial and error, I was able to make Minecart skip over lava and create magma mist that will burn any invaders walking through the tunnel. Then he goes on to talk about the frame rate dropping. The mist doesn't call the lag, as I can run it just fine without lag when there's no one in the tunnel. I think it's probably pathing issue when the invaders are trying to repath every tick to avoid the fire. That's possible. This is an image of it here. This link to this is going to be in the description of the video as well. And then if we can also download the save file here from the bay12games.com, which I did, and we'll show you now. So we're over here back into Dwarf Fortress. This is NateMiddelMan's fortress from the Bay12 forums, and he's got 2 levers here. And if I go down 1 level, here is the magma mist generator that he created, and I like this one a lot, other than the lag that it produces. What I don't like about it is that it needs the mechanisms. I like to have the I like to take advantage of the impulse ramps, because you don't have to build all this extra machinery. If I go down another level following this, you'll see he's got all these water wheels. This is producing 3,000 power, and it needs almost 3,000 power. So he's got 1 pump here, which is powering all these water wheels. I'm not going to count them all. There's a decent amount of power going on there. Oh, those gears are maybe just to hold this. I think these 3 gears could probably go. I think it only has to be anchored at 1 point. However, yeah, it comes up here and then it comes around, and these are we got rollers here. Does it tell me the direction here? These are going to be north to the south rollers in the center here. So these are both north to south. North to south, north to south, north to south. There's a door here. I'm pretty sure the doors are here and here. Let me unpause the game. He's got a door, I'm pretty sure it's right here and here, that's open right now. Oh yeah. Granite door, operated by mechanisms set to internal. Here and here, and that's what can turn the system off. But we got a bunch of cats running around here, and it looks like there's a pressure plate. That gear is inactive. Okay, so this one right here is disengaged. This is the disengaged gear. So once this one is engaged to the power source here, then it's going to turn on everything in this area here. He just has everything turning on at once, and then it looks like the door stops it. So let me pull this lever here, because this is the lever to turn it on, but if I pull this lever here, this is the lever that you use to turn it off. Okay, so somebody's going to come around and pull that lever. Yeah, that closes the doors here. So in actuality, I could leave this one on and just turn this lever to open and close the doors. But let's pull this lever and see it in action. So doors are open now, and now the mist generator is on, which looks great. So now the lag's starting a little bit. Doesn't drop it down too much. 12. So once those cats are melted, the FPS will pick up a little bit more. I'm gonna pull the lever to close the door here. So it's going to close both of these doors, and all these minecarts are going to get lined up. He's got these timed very nicely. NateMiddelMan, if you're watching this, you did a great job with this mist generator. I like it a lot, other than the lag, but I don't think the lag is... I think the lag is due to calculating the melting. Because now, okay, so now when it's empty, goes pretty fast. But I think that has to do with calculating the damage that's being caused. So let's try it again with the tunnel empty. So pull that lever again. So nothing's being melted at this point. Maybe that guy's starting to be. So now a couple things ran in there, and I believe that it's like, it could be the pathing. I'm not really 100% sure, but I'm speculating that it's calculating damage. So we're going to turn this machine off now, and then channel down over top of this. Well, all those miners just ran into the magma mist, and I don't see them anymore. So that's great. I thought I just turned it off. Did I turn it? Maybe I turned it off and then I turned it back on. It should be off now. It seems to be stuck on. Turn this lever off and pull lever. Yeah, so I turned it off incorrectly and dropped all the minecarts into the magma. I'm not really sure what happened with the doors here. Now that the FPS is back up, we'll test it out. So the door should be there now. That's fine. I'm gonna reload the save file. Okay, so we got the miners coming up to channel out open space above all this. Okay, great. And now we'll turn the machine back on. And we'll see how much of the magma mist comes up and out. Which this is pretty significant here. The yellow is the lava mist here. There's also smoke involved. I think this design is so great. I'm not really sure what the lag's about with it though. If I'm one, because it looks like this one is operating without lag, and then once the creature comes into it and starts being damaged. So let me just tell the miners to do something. I'll just tell them to dig a channel somewhere over here, and it's going to cause them to come into this tunnel here, and that's when the lag happens. So not really sure what that's about. It's pathfinding through, or if it's damage calculation. Oh, it's a no-go. They're not picking up the task here. Oh, we're back over in my test fortress here, and we're just gonna wait for the doors to be removed. This one's still going here. This cart here is still going. So a decent amount of time has passed in game since we replaced the doors with walls, and then I created another access where it should have been in the first place. It's now 9:16 in game, and this magma mist generator is still operational, as well as the smaller one from the wiki. I'm not 100% sure what the date was when we started, when we first looked at this design, but now it's 9:17, and these two are still operational. We're going to turn on the third one here. Alright, now the third design is now operational again. And now it should have the momentum to keep going. Looks like it starts to slow down somewhere around here. but now that the second impulse ramp on each set is operational, it looks like it has enough momentum to go around and stay perpetual. Up above it here, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 splash points so far. So we'll have to see again when the when this entirety of this trap is complete, which it's getting there. A couple more fortifications, and then we breach the top for the water, and then we just need a invasion to come. So we'll see how viable this is once we get another invasion. So this design is now functioning again, and it is looks like it's pretty stable. It's got about 5 splash points or so. Not really sure why it doesn't splash up here or down here. This one here has 4 splash points, and the wiki's design has 1 splash point. This one seems to be the most stable. After a certain amount of time, this one will lose momentum. Maybe. I think maybe after a very long time it'll lose momentum. This one here will lose it shortly thereafter, and then finally, eventually, this one will lose momentum. I'm not sure if somebody goes in here. I'm gonna lock this door. But we're gonna see once we get an invading force come to attack the fortress, we're going to channel them through here. We're going to see all of this in action. But to see how lethal this is, I unforbid these items here. And I'm going to go to build Alt-B for floor bars, and just maybe put some here and next to it as well. And that'll incentivize some of the citizens to come into this room. And we'll just see how lethal it is. Just added 4 levers to kind of bring more citizens inside. And here comes one of them now. Let's take a look at his wounds. He's fine right now. He hasn't been touched yet. He got away unscathed. Should have a few more coming in. Okay, so it looks like 2 of them. Sodal here, his name is flashing like this. He's on fire right now. Upper and lower body, neck, left upper arm, left hand, left upper leg, right lower leg, left lower leg. Let's give him a second here. Okay, is he still in the same spot? Yep, same injuries. And then oh, English here as well. He's being damaged in the magma mist. Let's see if they survive. There's a lot of smoke involved, so Oh no, okay, so Sodell corpse right here. Didn't take long for him. And English, we'll follow him. English is faint. His right leg, upper and lower, is getting pretty burned, and his lower body's being damaged as well. Yeah, English just died now. So you see how the glove, the one dropped glove earlier, they dropped one glove and then everybody kept on trying to pick it up. Or one guy came in to try to pick up that glove, that guy died, then they tried to pick up his equipment, or hers equipment. I'm not sure if it was a male or female dwarf, but the next person comes in, now there's more items to be picked up, and it ended up killing a pretty decent amount. I think all of them that died here, all these memorials here are from the one, and it looks like I still have one or two ghosts in the fortress because of it. So I mean, that didn't lag as much as the other fortress that we looked at from Reddit. So maybe it is viable. We're gonna see once I get a new invading army in a separate video. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and subscribe for more videos.